Hello, everyone. I'm Elizabeth Dyer, the host of the Supplementarian, and I have with me my friend and coworker Jayne Rizner. Last week, we talked about gentle everyday detox, and today we're going to talk specifically about that amazing organ in our body that does a lot of detoxing for us, and that would be the liver. So, Jayne, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So let's dive into a few of the functions of the liver and how amazing this organ is.
All right. The liver is a very big organ in your body, one of the biggest. And the first thing it does, and most famously that everybody knows about, is it helps to filter and remove toxins out of your body. But that's not all it does. It probably has more than 100 functions, really. It maintains a healthy blood sugar levels. It regulates blood clotting. It processes blood supply from the stomach and the intestines. It breaks that down, balances out, and creates nutrients from it. It also metabolizes drugs that you might have to take, medications that you take, into forms that are more absorbable by the body. And it produces bile, which is stored in the gallbladder, but it uses bile to break down fats. So when you eat fats, you have to digest that with bile, and the liver has to make that bile. So it does a lot. It does more than that, but those are some of the main functions.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have to have everything we eat, every supplement, every medication broken down into smallest possible molecules so that it works with our cells to improve our health, or, well, if we're taking the wrong thing, to destroy our health. So we're either building health or we're leading to death. So we got to decide with every single thing we take in, is this going to make me healthier or is this going to put me in worse shape? But luckily, the liver takes care of some of our slip-ups.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing to think about, because I don't know anybody that eats perfectly all the time. I don't know anybody that doesn't have some type of toxin coming in, because we can get them through our food, we can get them in through our drinks, we can get them in the air we breathe, we can get them in our skincare products and our shampoos and soaps. So every single thing has the potential to have some toxins in them. And that's why it's important to really monitor the ingredients and additives. A lot of times, and preservatives are more dangerous than anything else that's in what we use every day.
Yeah.
So, knowing some of the things the liver does, what's some warning signs that it's not working properly?
Well, a lot of people just notice a sluggishness, but famously, people do get a little bit of a yellow skin tone and yellow in their sclera, in the whites of your eyes, and that is called jaundice, but that's one of the big warning signs. Also, you can have abdominal swelling and pain, and when I say that, I mean swelling in the abdomen, like pregnancy-looking type swelling, and also your legs and ankles can swell. You can have itchy skin, dark urine, pale stools, and nausea and vomiting as well. It's a variety of symptoms, really.
Yeah, because the liver does so many different things. There's multiple things that can go wrong. And if any one of those processes isn't working properly, we need to work with our liver to make it function better. We can't live, I do believe you said, but a week without our liver functioning. So we never want it to quit.
Right. You do not want to shut your liver down.
So when we notice things like this, like I know when I had my oldest son, because I was in labor for so long, he was born jaundice. And we had to put him on the billy bed, as they were called, for the bilirubin, so that his liver would process it more and get out, and all those toxins be eliminated from his body. And that was a process, and he never find too many happy newborns that just want to be strapped down where they can't move. Can't move. But depending on the time of year, like one thing you can do is go outside and get
sunlight.
Sunlight is great to help that function work, but sometimes it's completely cloudy, sometimes for days or weeks on end, or it's too cold to be outside in the direct sunlight. And most of our windows filter that actual UV light that we need to make that work. So luckily, my son was fine after a couple weeks, and we were through it because it felt like a torture thing to go through. But yeah, the liver working optimally is important from birth and everything. So we want to do everything we can to help it. So if you notice any signs that your liver's not working optimally, course correct immediately.
Yeah.
And there are some supplements we carry that can help the liver function better and detox. One of those is the Life Extension Liver Restore. And it is an actual probiotic. A lot of times we think of probiotics just for digestion, but that is far from the entire purpose of probiotics. There are certain probiotics that actually help the liver function better. And if you don't have those in your diet, or they're not at a healthy enough population, you can grab this and go around this and get your population of that good, healthy probiotic up, and then your liver will function better with it. Now, the most common supplement we have for the liver is milk thistle, and you will also sometimes hear it called Supplementarian, because that is the extract, the most important concentrate that's in the milk thistle that helps the liver. And so if you really need extra, the Supplementarian is more of what it actually utilizes for that function than just the milk thistle. But both are very affordable and readily available.
Yeah. In fact, when I was in college, we used to do a trick where if we knew we were going to go to, like, I don't know, if it was girls' night out or something, we knew we were going to have a few drinks, or more than a few drinks, some of them, we would take a milk thistle and a B complex, and that prevents you from having a hangover, and it really works really well for the majority of people. So that's just something good to always have on hand if you drink at all, because it only takes drinking for women more than 1 drink a day, and for men more than 2 drinks a day to start scarring your liver. So it's very, very important that you keep your liver as healthy as you can, and to, just keep an eye on what you put in your body.
Absolutely. So you're mentioning there, like, really monitoring the quantity that you take in of anything, and especially alcohol. Yep. Alcohol can cause long-term liver damage, and I have known people that have had fatty liver disease and died as a result. It's not a pleasant death. It's not something you want, and it's something you can avoid by controlling how much you drink and making sure you keep your liver healthy at the same time.
Yeah. Yep.
So, and then we also have a couple more supplements to help with liver.
Yep. We have the reishi tea. Reishi is a mushroom, and it really promotes and helps your liver to function properly. And this is easy to take. It's just in a tea form. You can put a little honey in there. It's delicious.
And I love that particular one myself. I love the taste of the reishi. And we have different coffees that are made from mushrooms instead of coffee beans and things as well, and stuff. And mushrooms, every form of mushroom has some amazing health benefits. In addition to helping the liver like the reishi does, we have ones that help the brain and other parts, energy production, immune system. I mean, they're just an amazing little fungi out there that actually work to help us.
Yeah, they are, and they have very little bad side effects. So it really is. Mushrooms are a good way to go for a lot of different health concerns.
Yep.
But the other product that we carry is called Liver Detox, and it is Bluebonnet, which is one of our favorites here. But if you notice, I don't know if you can see it on the computer, but some of the Bluebonnet products have this extra little targeted choice written on above the Bluebonnet, and that means they are extra specially amazing. So anything that is a Bluebonnet targeted choice, you can pretty much take it to the bank. So this is a great combination of things like milk thistle, but also dandelion root, and let me not lie, ginger root, green tea extract, N-acetylcysteine, L-glutathione, which are a couple of amino acids, and turmeric root. So this is really an amazing product. And if you feel like that you have any of the liver symptoms, or if once every spring, like Elizabeth was talking about, you like to just kind of clean things out a little bit, this is your product right here. So this is a great product. I also want to just mention that if you do currently already have liver disease, if you have hepatitis or any of the liver function problems, you do need assistance from a healthcare provider.
Yes.
And I don't just specifically mean you need to go to your doctor, but you need to go to natural medicine practitioner or a medical doctor, an MD or somebody, but you can't always just cleanse or detox your way out of liver disease. We're just talking about the day-to-day problems that you have with your liver from normal life. But if you're struggling with cirrhosis or something like that, some of these products could help, but some of these products could hurt if you don't have enough of a liver to work with. So there's a very important distinction that we're not talking about somebody who's 5 years into a major liver disease. We're just talking about everyday wear and tear on your liver that occurs to us all. And I just wanted to make that super clear.
Yeah, because
we're trying. If we need help, we need help.
Healthy people are healthier.
Yes.
And if you're already fighting disease, it's harder to reverse, and may not even be possible to reverse. But some things can take your symptoms down. But those again will be recommended by your particular healthcare provider. But if you just want something to maintain the health that you have, it's important to keep these things in check and do things periodically, like a cleanse.
Yeah.
And for me, a liver cleanse, once a year to twice a year is a great way to do that. It's not something you have to do continually all the time, nonstop. It's 6 months to a year. Keep repeating that so you keep your liver working as optimally as it can.
Yeah.
Because it's a whole lot easier to prevent disease than it is to recover from disease. And we're here more on prevention and keeping our bodies working as healthy as possible with what we have to work with and whatever God's given to us, doing the best we can with it along the way.
Yep.
And there is, in fact, if you have liver damage or liver functionality problems, there are a few supplements you shouldn't take.
Yeah.
So Jayne, let's mention a few of those.
And I have a list of those. Yeah. And I wrote them down so I didn't leave anything out. It's aloe vera, black cohosh, cascara, chaparral, comfrey, and kava. Also, green tea extract doesn't always, but it can. And you can normally take any vitamins in very high doses with no bad effects to your liver. But 2 vitamins, one is vitamin A and the other is niacin specifically, can cause liver damage in high doses. Like I said, they don't normally, but sometimes you want to take a lot of vitamin C. If you're coming down with something and you just want to take extra vitamin C, like 1,000 milligrams 2 or 3 times a day, you can do that. It does not hurt your liver. But for vitamin A, you cannot do that. You need to just stick to the recommended daily dose if you are struggling with a liver issue anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and if you,
and I also wouldn't recommend taking any of those supplements if you're detoxing your liver.
Right.
Because you're just going to interrupt your detox that way.
Yeah.
So you just got to be careful.
Yeah, and things like kava, we only recommend that for a short period of time and only under certain circumstances. That's not a supplement you take every single day.
Right.
Now, a lot of women may take black cohosh quite frequently. It helps with alleviating different symptoms that women have during different cycles and periods in their life.
Yeah.
But some of these, like I said, kava is periodic, but most of these things, you're just going to read the label. And if you follow the instructions that are there, they are written out to keep you safe. And on the bottle of kava, it's for a limited period of time. Typically, you'll take a bottle and then you won't take any more for a long time. and then after so long you can take another. And same thing, like if black cohosh, if you're struggling, there's other things you can use instead of it if you're having problems with your liver to get the same kind of relief that black cohosh provides. So there are alternatives as well, depending on what your healthcare needs are. But you've got to be sure you know those, and you're only going to know those if you regularly do blood work and things like that to check your levels and know how everything in your body is functioning, and stay really in tune to your body and how you feel. And we may all have a day that we feel kind of sluggish, but if you're having an extended period of time where you're feeling sluggish and you haven't changed your diet and you're still getting enough sleep, then you may need to look and say, well, what's happening? Is my liver not working right? Or, is there something else going on with another part of my body? Check it before it goes on too long, because it's always best to stop things in early stages and course correct than it is to let things go on for a prolonged period of time, because the longer it goes on, the more damage it can do. Hey, so anything else we need to cover as far as liver function and helping people have a healthy liver?
Not that I can think of right away. You can always take a bottle of milk thistle to support your liver along the way, or you can do the detox along the way. There's a lot of things that you can do that just are helpful to the liver. And again, you can just be kind to your liver by protecting your body from getting hepatitis. Don't share toothbrushes or anything, and wash your hands, stuff like that. Practice clean practices of all kinds, and just get some exercise. Your liver will thank you for that.
Absolutely. Every cell in your body will thank you for that.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all for being here. Here's to having a healthy liver and a healthier life. And if you have any questions or need help, be sure to come visit us at S&S Smoothies and Supplements. We're here to help you live a better life.